Well, welcome back to the channel. In the last episode, you rode with us out to Coble, Tennessee, and we had just left Coble and headed back home, and we were going to stop here at the Cane Creek Market and get us a bologna sandwich and eat some lunch. And so we've done that, and now we're gearing up and getting ready to head on out again. We're going to go through Linden here in a little bit, so we'll head that way and give you a little more commentary when we get there. Well, here we are arriving at Linden, Tennessee. It is the seat of Perry County, and with a population estimated in 2022 of 1,385. I find Perry County to be a very pleasing and unique place to visit. It's just a little bit different from the surrounding counties, seems like to me. It's kind of like you're looking at the way things used to be. Now, I don't mean that in a negative way, like it hasn't progressed or anything, but it's just a pleasant feeling of kind of the way things used to be, and the people and the atmosphere. It's pretty, and you just feel like you're out in the country amongst country folks. I really enjoy riding over here. Back when I was working this area, it was a little bit of distance from home, and I kind of felt like I was away from home when I worked over here, but it was always a unique place, and I still enjoy coming over here and riding. The town's early history traces back to the 19th century, when Perry County was established in 1819 from parts of Hickman and Humphreys County. The first permanent structures here in Linden were built in 1847 by settlers Jesse Taylor and Miles Prince. That was followed by the opening of the area's first hotel in 1849, along with the first general store that was owned by Dr. William C. Moore. David B. Harris donated 40 acres of land for the town site, which was surveyed into lots including a public square, with the proceeds from the lot sales funding the public buildings. Interesting, the town was named Linden at the suggestion of Major Thomas M. Brasher. It seems that Thomas Campbell's 1802 poem, if I'm saying this right, Hohen Linden, was invoking the linden trees in the poem's depiction of a Bavarian battlefield. Might be some interesting study in history to look at that. Linden was formally incorporated as a town on February 1st of 1850. During the Civil War, Linden faced direct military action amid strong local Confederate sympathies. On May 12, 1863, Union cavalry from the 1st West Tennessee Regiment, numbering about 55 men, under Lieutenant Colonel W.K.M. Breckinridge, and supported by United States Navy gunboats commanded by Lieutenant Commander S.L. Phelps, launched a pre-dawn amphibious raid on the town from the Tennessee River. The operation targeted a Confederate recruiting muster of roughly 118 men led by Lieutenant Colonel W. Ferguson. He was gathering conscripts and supplies, and used his forces surprised the camp, capturing Ferguson, several other officers, 30 regular soldiers, 50 horses, 2 wagons, while killing 3 Confederates and dispersing the rest. The attackers then burned the original county courthouse, which had served as a Confederate depot storing arms and provisions, destroying vital records and infrastructure without suffering any casualties themselves. Perry County residents overwhelmingly supported the Confederacy, enlisted about 600 men in Southern armies, despite the region's isolation and reliance on river-based agriculture and trade. This alliance exacerbated internal division, with families split by service on opposing sides and communities enduring guerrilla harassments, foraging raids, and blockades that strained the local economy through crop failures, livestock losses, and halted commerce among the Tennessee River. This 1863 raid exemplified broader Union efforts to disrupt Confederate recruitment in West Tennessee, contributing to the county's wartime hardships. The courthouse was rebuilt in 1868 as a 2-story brick structure, costing $9,500, restoring essential government operations and symbolizing post-war stability. On September 1st of 1930, a devastating fire swept through Linden, destroying most of the central business district and requiring significant rebuilding efforts in the years that followed. Well, there it is, a little history on Linden. As you can see, it's very rich in history. I would recommend for anybody to come and visit Linden and Perry County and just experience the atmosphere that I was telling you about. It truly is a wonderful place to be. Well, okay, after talking about some history, let's head on down the road here and look at some of the scenery. I've noticed Randy and Steve is not behind me any longer. So I'm going to pull over here and turn around and take a look back. They're not coming along, so you never get a good feeling. You wonder when you go back what you're going to see. But anyway, there's some kind of little issue somewhere. So we'll head back that direction and see if we can find them, see what's happened. Okay, here we are. We didn't have to backtrack too far. Looks like all the issue is Randy is out of gas. This is not exactly an oversight, though. It was sort of a test run. He suspected that his low fuel light was not coming on, so he was just going to run it till it ran out of gas and see if the low fuel light came on. Well, as he suspected, he was right. It's not working. It didn't come on, and he's out of gas. But he's not a man that's unprepared. He's got fuel with him, so we're going to gas up here and get things fired back up and head on down the road. Well, since we've left Linden, we've been riding along here on Highway 128. Riding 128 is a beautiful scenic ride from Linden into Clifton. Just a beautiful variety of Tennessee countryside can be seen along this route. But what comes to order right now is what is not being seen, and that is Steve. Seems like we have lost another rider, so we're going to have to pull over here and see if we can figure out what's going on. Seems like the best course of action. is going to be head back and see what we can find. So as we head back that way, as happens most of the time, and which is a good thing, we meet Steve coming on, just lagging behind a good ways. So we'll have to go up here and turn ourselves around again and try to get not our ducks in a row, but try to line these bikes up in a row. What we discovered here was Steve had a chain issue. For some reason his chain came extremely loose during the ride down the 28 here, and actually he threw the chain off back a ways up the road. That's why he dropped off the pace. So we're gonna have to all gather up here under the shade tree beside the river near the little park here at Clifton, see if we can gather up enough tools to adjust this chain and get things back on the road. I'll go ahead and stop the video here after we were able to get his chain tightened and things back in order. We made the rest of the ride home without event. So I'll just close it here, and this will be the end of the ride to Coble. And in the next video, we'll see where else we can go. But hope you enjoyed the ride, and thanks for joining me. See y'all later.